It's not always easy being a demonic non-human entity incapable of the many feelings and senses you human beings are able to feel and do. For example, I'm unable to bleed my favorite color red, uh, unable to feel a rush from the unicorn stardust you humans call drugs, or know what getting a tan feels like. Then again, it's also satisfying not to worry about other things humans have to endure like physical pain, psychological pain, emotional pain, or yeah, pretty much pain all around. It's also satisfying not to have to do the basic things humans have to do just to stay alive 24/7, like breathing all the time. And today's movie makes the very simple action a dire warning. That is the 2016 Fede Alvarez project, Don't Breathe. Jane Levy, Dylan Minnette, and Daniel Zavato play three young house burglars who decide to pull off the heist of their lives. They get word of an old blind war veteran, played by Stephen Lane, who has hundreds of thousands of dollars locked away in his big, broken down house in Michigan. The money came from a legal settlement over a rich family's daughter, responsible for the death of the blind man's daughter. For the record, they never give the blind guy a name in this movie. In the end credits, they just credit Stephen Lane as playing the blind man. I guess blind people don't have any identities in many Hollywood movies besides being the blind one. Anyways, our three protagonists break into the man's house late at night, and just when it looks like they've hit the jackpot, the old man wakes up and goes to war with them, revealing that he's much more dangerous and alert than they originally thought. From then on, the three heroes, so to speak, must decide how much they're willing to give up in order to make it out of the house with their lives. I really love the setup for the movie because it raises a lot of moral, ethical questions in terms of the main characters robbing a blind war veteran and how far the veteran takes his crusade against the people whose biggest crime is burglary. However, I don't think this horror flick really seizes the opportunity here. Before the heist, there's like one line of a character saying, wait, is it right to rob a blind person? But that quickly gets shut down. I would have like maybe at least 1 minute of them debating this dilemma. And without giving too much away, they later reveal the blind guy to be a lot more twisted as a person than previously thought. I didn't really like the direction the movie took with this because I think it would have been much more interesting and thought-provoking if he was just an ordinary blind guy who also just happened to be a badass. There's also a lot of things that don't make sense. Like in the very beginning, the teens rob another house and then purposefully throw a rock through a window to trigger an alarm before making a break for it. Like, what point did that serve besides increasing your chances of getting caught? Also, when one of the thieves uses a gun to get a locked door open, one of the other characters says that gives the blind guy the legal right to kill them. But guys, you're already in this guy's house illegally. I think he would be justified in killing you in that scenario anyways. And I don't think the cops would bring a case against a vulnerable war veteran over that. Another thing, I don't think the story does a good job of describing how good the old guy's super senses are. Like, he's able to track movements okay of the trio sometimes, but he also walks right by Minette's character one time in a hallway, and he doesn't even know he was there. It just seems really inconsistent in terms of how well he's able to pick up on his other senses. This film also has themes and descriptions of sexual assault, just FYI. While the writing is a little clunky, the actors do a good job, especially Stephen Lane as the cold, menacing old hunter. There's a brilliant sequence in the film where the old guy turns off the power in the basement and the characters are forced to navigate in the darkness, something the old guy has spent years mastering. The camera then shows the characters in black and white, showing their eyes really dark as a natural response to total blackness. This was a smart idea from a director's perspective. Again, I think a lot of parts could have been ironed out better in terms of writing, but the movie does have a cool and questionable setup, plus cool camera work and a damn creepy villain or antagonist. I'll give this film 666. It's living proof that you don't need bright red fire to be in hell, because it also comes in the form of silent darkness. So that's my review of Don't Breathe. Did you agree or disagree? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Slay that like button, subscribe, and of course, have a terrifyingly terrific day.